Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, Dave Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
I caught up with the Oregon head coach before the game. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Ducks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Deep in the end zone, it's Singleton. He's got great speed. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Handoff from the gun. Turning it on. He's at the 40. At the 20. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Wow, we knew coming into this one, this offense wanted to start fast. But, David, how about that run and the vision and his ability to spring himself up into the second level, and you saw the speed. That's the kind of play early in a game that'll get your attention.
Get your attention and get the offense rolling. Get them in a rhythm. Like, you're not depending on your quarterback. Your offensive line did a great job paving the hole, creating an explosive on the very first drive. Man, that will get everyone lathered up and excited on this offense.
Left side is Wiles. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Moore. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
The Ducks come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Sees an alley. Oh, he's got some space. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
And they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Dante Moore. The short hands. It's Johnson. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Defense was right there, but they couldn't stop him from making the catch, and he's got it to the 30. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
Yeah, so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
And after that play got sideways, the intentional grounding brings up 2nd and long. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dome. Now here's Moore. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Oh, the receiver is going to hate watching film and watching that play back because that was a touchdown, and he dropped it.
4th down, and they've got to get it to the next time zone, but the offense is going to stay on the field on 4th down. 4th down, Moore. Moves to his right. On the move, he fires. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. He's at the 50. And after the pick. Ducks and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey guys, I caught up with Coach Lanning before the game. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Seminoles headed for the ball, and we're ready for action. Bringing it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be... Down at the 24. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Quick give. It's Hill. There he goes.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run him again. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Got it, looking for the first down. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The run inside. It's Davison. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
It's Moore. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now and first and goal. They are feeling it.
And the Ducks trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Hits inside. It's Davison. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
Positive yardage now, third and goal from the 2. Play clock was down to 2 seconds, but they call a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Getting nothing on the last play, will they try to throw it into the end zone on third down? That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. So this defense created some confusion and delay, and the delay of game penalty could give the D some momentum here on third and goal. On the gun, on third down, Dante Moore. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. From the gun, running back on the move. He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Right back to it. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Pulls and fired complete. Shakes a man, and he smashes his way through again. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Scoreless as we head into the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Drops back, it's Daniels. Out wide left, it's Robinson. Makes the grab, down immediately, he picks up a few.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide, he sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass, you'll take that completion.
Swamped immediately.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's fourth and short, fourth and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But fourth and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Second and long here. Motion from the back. More play action. Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
You know, as an offense, you're playing this defense, and we're in a 3-4 alignment. You're worried about the pass rush coming off the edge. How about big fella in the middle? Completely collapsed the pocket on that play.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dome. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. Back's got it on the screen.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. Third and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss, trying to get that first one.
Safe and send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough too. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Finds his man. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, completion.
And the Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, he'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll give it to him again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the catch on the right side. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. The Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Making the adjustment on the play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. So it'll stay 3-0 after the missed field goal. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking for room. It's Davison. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. The Ducks will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter. What? Snags it, and he's open.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. To the air, it's Daniels. Gets it to the back. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Fighting off the defender. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Moving the pocket, it's Daniels. Firing to the right, complete. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Seminoles headed quickly to the line.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
4th down and 12 is 4-down territory for this offense. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down, but he picks. The first down, and the gamble pays off.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Quarterback changing the play. Quick give. big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Hey, finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for.
Hey, guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get in an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking for a gap. It's Davison. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They give it back to him. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's second and short after a good run on first down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a third and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Left side, it's Moore. At midfield, he's got room. Turning it on. The 10, and he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. Out of bounds at the 34. A productive job by the return team. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. So the defense has kept them in it. The offense hasn't done anything, but they're still... Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Ducks. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
And all this defense has done all game long is be absolutely dominant. They have been shutting them out, whether they've tried running it, whether they've tried throwing it. They've been creating takeaways. You get the pick six right there. You just can't say enough good things about how this defense has played today.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. He'll start the return inside his 5. He steps out of bounds across the 30 at the 33-yard line. Nice work there by the return team. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just a rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And the Noles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Great job by the defense that time getting the sack, but no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Sets his feet. It's Daniels. Unloads to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, ready. Ready, go.
Fresh center downs going to the air. Out wide left, it's Wiles.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep him in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
2nd down to the air. Complete along the sidelines, and that'll be good enough for the first down.
It's hard to run a route or get lost near the sidelines and understand exactly where you're at. Nice job understanding I'm starting to get close to the sidelines, throttling down a little bit.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. 1st down. To the air, it's Daniels. Oh, pressure's coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And, man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, and especially square those shoulders up. Nice job by the defense continuing to pursue, even though he got outside the pocket.
After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. Misses badly on that one.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by out.
A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
You got to give this defense tons of credit because they have been lights out. They have not allowed a single point so far, and a big reason.
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's not afraid to go deep. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Florida State! Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Running inside, it's Davison. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll go play action with Moore. He's going to fire deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. The 40. The 30. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. One more play to pad the stats. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Looking for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
And he knocked through the extra point, but that just made the loss a little less ugly, and the game is over. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Oregon Ducks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Seminoles ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Hill. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. On the ground, it's Hill. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Throwing more. Fires to the middle. In traffic, it's Hooks. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, you love to see this offensively. On the first drive of the game, your quarterback taking a shot down the middle of the defense, finding a guy for a big play.
The Ducks peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Straight ahead, it's Davison. Oh, he's got some space. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
Right side, it's Johnson. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. You thought it was noisy when the Duck rolled out on that motorcycle? Decibels through the roof in the House of Loud.
And what a great job getting this crowd going early. This is not one of the biggest crowds in the country, but Autzen Stadium is one of the loudest places you will ever be in, and they love their Ducks.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Caught in the backfield, it's Riles. Across the 25, he's got room. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to him and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time, Florida State, offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again.
There he goes. The 40, inside the 30, the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. The extra point here would tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with an explosive in the running game, a 59-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. From the gun, it's Davison. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's Moore to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Couldn't set his feet.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Davison. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the 2nd quarter. Keep it on the ground. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Gets the back moving. In the gun on 3rd down. Moore unloads it left. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Out wide right, it's Riles. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
And the Seminoles will hustle to the line. Rides to the back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clogged.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. They get the completion, but it won't be nearly enough as the defense is there to stop him short. Great place to start for this offense. Forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hooks. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. Working the middle. And he'll be brought down, and he has them set up with a 1st and goal as we've reached the 2-minute timeout. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. A 1st down run in the red zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Oregon!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage. Lining up to add another.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. He's run out of bounds at the 41, and he was oh so close to breaking that return. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Left side is Fox. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Back to pass, it's Daniels. It's complete on the right side. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. FSU calling its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got his man. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him? Or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the grab. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. He'll try to get it through the air. He makes a grab. And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Florida State calls its 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Going for 6. Touchdown, Noles! Quick strike through the air for the score. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Moore fires to the wideout. Nearly intercepted.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Moore will throw. Looking for a huge play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore trying to beat the D deep. Complete in the middle. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Dante Moore shoots it to the left. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Looking to take a shot. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. And the Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll ride him again. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The Noles want to move quickly. To the air, it's Daniels. Caught. And he got it oh so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. They'll take the penalty and move them back. So just a lack of discipline, and on 4th down, 2, just hands this offense a 1st and 10. Working the ground game. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. This crowd knows when to bring it. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. They give it to him again. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Needs it here on 4th down. Fires quickly. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out of the field and make some stops.
Quick give. It's Hill. Just smothered on the play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They'll move the tight end. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. The run inside. It's Davison. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick, but the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. period starts with a second down play. Throwing more. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Drives inside. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Ball is on the 10-yard line. They're not thinking field goal. They'll go for it on 4th and short. Needs it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Got his man.
This offense is going to have to get more aggressive. Like, they can't take many more shots short down the field and not getting gains. They've got to keep their foot on the gas. They've got to take some shots, work the middle of the field, but make some big plays down a couple possessions.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. In the backfield, it's Riles. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. Finds his man on the RPO. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players. And
the Noles have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Look out! And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Looking for a man, it's Daniels. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter. Get your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Here's some daylight. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes, and he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark, and when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
Hits inside. It's Davison. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Go!
Here's Moore to throw. Fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's hooked. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And for quarterbacks, corner routes can sometimes be some of the harder throws to complete. So you can see this quarterback has really worked time and again in practice and throughout his career trying to perfect his accuracy on these difficult throws.
The Ducks come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Running the red zone. It's Davison. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Give to the running back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Ducks! Quick strike through the air for the score. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Left side, it's Robinson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Zings it complete to the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Changing the routes with his receivers. Snap on first down, wants to throw. He'll take one last shot at the end zone. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone, won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0.
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time.
Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Oregon Ducks. Restate the state. Again, Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
I caught up with the Ducks head coach before the game. Even though their opponent today is not ranked in the top 25, Coach has been warning his players all week. Do not overlook anyone. We have to be the best version of ourselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at halftime. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Seminoles will kick off first, and here we go. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Moore. Rushes on. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And I think this offense was looking for a reason to ignite the home crowd, coming out on first down, throwing the football, but the defense was ready. Nice job getting to the quarterback, making a big sack on the first play of the game.
The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Moore to the air. Throws for the tight end. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks into the open. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Handoff again. Shakes off the defender. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with Warwick Dunn, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
Nine-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Right side, it's Wiles. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. The Seminoles have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
I love when you break out the hit stick. When you come and that guy gets struck and he goes backwards, that's how you bring it.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Touchdown, Oregon. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. Got a little room. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. On target. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Dropping back, it's Daniels. Out wide right, it's Robinson. Breaks free, and he might be gone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Florida State. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty.
Number 39, set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Dante Moore. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. On target over the middle. It's a running room. The 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I'll tell you what, as a defense, you've got to respect it. You've got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Throwing more. Under pressure. And down he goes. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. They tried to get the wall set up for him, not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Out wide left, it's Riles. Got 9 yards on the play. It leaves him with third and a yard.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Trying to slip through and pick it up. Turning it on. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Man, that linebacker timed that play so well. I'm surprised the running back even held on to the football. They're lucky that was only a tackle for loss.
Right side, it's Riles. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. And the Seminoles are in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Daniels. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right now. You're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He's made a play. So if I'm on offense, I keep throwing him the football.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Here's Moore to throw. Buying time to his right. Looking for his man in the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Quickly complete. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. Now they've got it at the 44 on first and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw one first. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Ducks have it with a first and 10. Tight end now in motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Just feeds the running back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
That's a really good job by this defense because second and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, third and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
And he breaks the play. Touchdown Ducks!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Back to pass, it's Daniels. Unloads to the wideout. Fired in there, but incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And back to the air on second down. Right down the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Oh, he's got some space.
And what a great job by the defense getting the turnover, but also giving their team an opportunity to kick a field goal here now with just seconds to go in the half.
One more snap coming before halftime. More. They're all over it. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll push that lead out a little further. The Ducks will kick it away to start the second half. From deep, it's Singleton. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying because you only got so many possessions.
He's loose. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
They're going to ride this running back. Stopped right there.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
Looking long. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end of the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
Running inside, it's Croma. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be fourth down. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Rush right in his face. Left side is Robinson. To the house. Touchdown Seminoles. He'll try to tack on one more. It's a fumble on the play. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer.
Number 39, set to kick it off.
On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Sends it back in motion.
Booster.
Dante Moore. He lets one fly deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Oh, he just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
2nd and long here. Moore will throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Oregon! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? On the option. Now the pitch. He's into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they stretch that lead to 16. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Singleton. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Back to throw. It's Daniels. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. A 50-50 ball, and he just out-fought the defender and made the catch.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
On target to the left. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Wants to keep it in the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. He's looking to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
Got to make the play on 4th. Downfield and incomplete, the defense holds.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Motion from the back. Throwing more. Buying a little time to his left. He's going to fire to the left. Pulls it in down the sideline. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And I would argue that's one of the most difficult things to play as a defense is those second plays when they start to get outside the pocket. He does a great job buying time. And that, what does he do when he rolls out? He gets his receiver a chance to get down the field more, and then he chucks it downfield for the big completion.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Moore to the air. He's not afraid to go deep. Touchdown, Ducks! And the route is on.
When these offenses get in the rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Gets the back moving. On the snap, it's Moore. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Drops back on first down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Second down, going to throw it. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's the problem when you get in second and forever. The defense knows they make you one-dimensional. They know you're going to take shots down the field. They stay deep, they break on the football, and they take advantage of the opportunity.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do, build the lead.
Going for it all. They went for it all on first down, didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
And not surprised at all, man. You force the turnover, great field position, and you get aggressive. You try to throw the football on the first play. This is that little fringe area, man. That 30 to 50-yard line, you got a lot of space to still throw. You get your receivers open and try to make plays.
Deep shot for the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Rolls right. Slings it downfield. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Dante Moore wants to throw again. He's got it. First down and more. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Here's Moore to throw. That one's not even close.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of at the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Looking for the edge. He'll pitch it. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
And there's a coachable moment for that young man right there. It's a nice run. Your team's got the lead late, but because of that, you cannot go out of bounds before you get to 2 minutes. If you go out, the clock's going to stop, and that's a coachable moment, something he'll learn from moving forward.
Moore with the play fake. Trying to make magic with his feet. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
And RD, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So
field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Moore to throw for it on 4th down. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
He'll take the deep shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Just got rid of that one.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snapped on 4th down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Moore. Fires deep toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Moore will throw. Looking for his man. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
In the gun on 3rd down, Moore. The throw. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. They just put a field goal on the board, and now they'll line up for the onside kick. They got it. Able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. After their defense slammed the door shut, now the finishing touches can be put on this one. Dante Moore. Oh, pressure's coming. Trying to get away. Out wide right, it's Bear. At the 40, there he goes. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Ducks right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Look out! Unloads in the nick of time.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Moore to the air. He'll take a shot. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now, 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
Again, it's Moore. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
Number 97, set to kick it away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. Here comes the heat. And they got it. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Sets his feet. It's Daniels. They get to him as he throws. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And this is just one of those.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Needs it here on 4th down. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positive. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Rush is on. Buried before he could blink.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Throwing more. Waste no time, going deep. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Moore will throw. Under pressure. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Just barely got rid of it.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Gets rid of it.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
This is exactly how you draw it up. This is a situation where you can have all the easy stuff. We're not giving up the big play. The defense understands the situation, forces the incompletion, and now has a chance to just take that beautiful victory formation, run the clock.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Here's more to throw. Almost had that one picked off in the end zone.
Yeah, and that should have been a pick, but it really doesn't matter. The 2-point play, man, you're trying to shove that thing in there. Even if it's a pick, it's okay, but you're trying to make a play to get those 2 points, and obviously he failed on that one, and it could have been an interception.
They'll take the penalty and move them back.
Here we go.
Moves the pocket. It's Daniels. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like, they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Second down, going to throw it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."
Bad. Or, as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one down the toilet. Move on. It's not your best day. You lost in ugly fashion, to be honest, but better days ahead.
And I think a lot of this has to come on the shoulders of the players. They need to be able to realize
State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. He has been warning his players all week. They're in the top 25. They might have the most talent, but he understands this environment is insane. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football, and he understands they can disrupt play calling, communication at the line of scrimmage. He has been playing crowd noise all week in practice to make sure his players are prepared. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Seminoles ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Now here's Manning. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. This offense has it with really good field position. Trying to establish the run. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
Wow, what a big play by that defender. And how about the hit stick tackle? Woo! That ball carrier is going to remember that.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Hauls it in. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
They'll keep it on the ground. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Might as well run him again. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
The Noles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. It'll be 1st and goal from the 2. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Florida State! They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. We talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
And the Longhorns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Here's Manning to throw. Fires to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Right side, it's Townsend. There he goes. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Art's going to spin it again. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. There he goes to the right. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Caught. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. It's 1st and goal on the 1. On the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Noles!
And he's in for a second touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down. He knows how to get in the end zone. And I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Fires one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Finds his tight end. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. Now here's Manning. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And this offense choose to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed now. Early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Out wide right, it's Riles. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great seminal running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a 1st down. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Off play action on 1st down. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the 1st quarter will end. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the 2nd quarter is about to get underway. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Throws toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And that's pretty encouraging. Like, this defense needs a shot in the arm, right? Like, 2 possessions, they've given up 2 touchdowns. Like, now they try to be aggressive and go after the deep ball right away. Nice coverage. That's a good start to this drive. You know, 2 bad drives, we flush those, we forget about those. See if this defense can get back on track.
Throws to the wideout. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hold. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Arch Madness. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Snags it inside the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Texas.
Yeah, if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Little surprised to see them line up for an onside kick here. Down 2 possessions, but a lot of time to play.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And the ball's free in the backfield. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Trying to get behind the defense. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Second and long here. Here's Arch to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Goes high to pull it in. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Longhorns come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
You just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. You've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Breaks into the open. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that
makes the grab in their space. Touchdown, Longhorns! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And he makes the extra point. Coming out with it, it's Singleton. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Fresh center downs going to the air. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Long way to go on second down. Making the adjustment. Hand it to the back. He's past the sticks. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. And doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks like he's ticked off.
Taken down. And the Noles in the hurry-up. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. To throw, it's Daniels. Got the back over the middle. Makes the grab, but down immediately. He picks up a few.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
Well, here's an interesting situation after that incompletion for the offense all of a sudden, because you've had success. You've scored 2 touchdowns on your first 2 drives. You've got to be playing with a lot of...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Got to make the play on fourth. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard. This offense continues to show great patience. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Seminoles will have it 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, go.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Turning it on. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Longhorn. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Looking to pass. It's Daniels. Fires left. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
And you need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
They're all over it. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. FSU calling it 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. The Seminoles have moved it inside the 20. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not.
Beck's going for the goal line, and he surges across the line. Touchdown, Florida State. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So a relatively short drive covering 39 yards. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Arch is going to throw for it. Sends it downfield. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early. He's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete. But if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Waning seconds of the 1st half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Excellent job using the clock. They get the timeout. 2 ticks remaining, and now they can put up points before going to the locker room. it's good. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it. Oh, he's got some space. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the...
Fires toward the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Finds his target. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's what...
And he's got room. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal.
And you're seeing on this drive, man, a big part of the reason why they've got the lead. Like, they've been so good on these 3rd downs. Another 3rd down conversion where they dial up the right play at the right time to move the sticks.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. Driven back.
Defense becomes even more heightened in this area of the field. You get the short yardage situations, the goal-to-go situations. They got to be dialed in. That's 2 big stops in a row by this defense, forcing a 3rd and goal, putting some pressure now on this offense.
They've been outstanding on 3rd down all day long, and they could use one here on 3rd and goal. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many 1st downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
From the gun. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, I always say this, when you're backed up on offense, those are some of the best opportunities to take deep shots. In all likelihood, the defense is expecting run. You're going to try and buy yourself a little bit of real estate, so they're playing press man coverage, and that's when you want to take advantage of that coverage. But the defense doing a really good job on the back end that time, being in position, forcing the incomplete.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll take the penalty and move them back. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. Rush right in his face, and he gets it away.
And that is one the quarterback is going to wish he had back. Receiver wide open, and he just threw it. Way too far out in front of him. He's never gotten into a rhythm, guys. This is one of the more talented guys in the entire country, and he's way under 50% completions in this game.
2nd and long here. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Just a really bad mental error. 2nd and 15 after the delay of game. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that right at the line of scrimmage.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Going to work in the air, it's Manning. He's going to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Going to take a shot. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And And sometimes the best defenses get a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
That one just came off his hand badly.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Straight ahead, it's Chroma. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Drops back, it's Daniels. It's incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field now. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats and what has been a tight ball game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! Putting that 3 on the board makes it a 2-score game.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Still running at the 40. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
To throw, Manning. Oh, pressure's coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Found a seam. There he goes. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Dumps it to the back. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He's knocked down short game. Maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense trying to take it back. Hits the accelerator to the right. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Texas.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Now down by 2, inside a minute to go. If they can get this onside kick, maybe they could get into field goal range. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Seminoles can really attack on this second and short. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They put the brakes on it.
Yeah, and not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the fourth quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Right back to it. Enough to move the chains. Breaks into the open. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation.
Snags it. Got some room into the goal line. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And he was able to break one tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
Man, this secondary, this defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you've got to get bodies to him, and you better wrap up those legs and hold on tight. This dude's hard to tackle.
From the gun, it's Croma. He's got the first down, and they'll be able to run it out from here. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their third timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Florida State. Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. Splits the uprights. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards, and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Manning. Look out. And it's a sack.
Defensively, you got them backed up. There's two options that they're going to do. They're going to run the football and be conservative, or they're going to try to take shots down the field. They tried to take a shot. Defense was ready. Nice pass rush. Way to get to the QB and get after it.
And that ball is caught. One hand grab.
Nothing you can do about that. This quarterback saw the matchup he wanted, took a shot. Wasn't the perfectly thrown ball, but his guy went up and somehow snagged that with one hand.
From any spot on the field, they're a threat to get a chunk play, and they just did it. 1st and 10 from the 40. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up.
And he's got it inside the 20. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Here's Manning to throw. Looking to the big tight end. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Throws quickly. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with a win.
He's got it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and it is a 1-point game.